her. I'm like, it looks like her.
Yeah.
Masks aren't so bad right now. Oh yes, okay.
Thank you. I only recognize you by your camera.
You were walking up and I was like, that looks like Heather.
Did you say you would check?
I do from Paula. Thank you. I knew I wanted you to remind me. Yeah, it's for the food because I told her I'd see you.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Heather,
What do you mean by print? Maybe me or maybe Veronica. Which Veronica is right there. You got me to take a picture.
yeah, I'll get Chris to be here.
Oh, nice job. Where'd you there, Adam?
Buy a new camcorder.
Oh, it was?
Bringing my raincoat.
There you go. Don't have to wear your mask.
I'd like to see you leave it on. Do you want a blanket on you? Are you good?
How's that?
Go, go, go.
Can we just hold it?
Oh, yeah. I took mine off and I'm like,
Oh, that's a ball.
nice.
Come on.
Oh. They all thought it was going to go out of bounds.
Oh, yeah.
know.
What did you say?
Nothing.
It's been recorded all the time.
No. Like score? Oh. When you send a picture of so I looked at it and I just assumed it was a horror view. I didn't know about and then I zoomed in. It was Ronnie. Like, but it was, yeah. I thought you guys were. So I thought it was just Darren and Krista and Will and Jennifer. Ronnie, are you not understanding it? I didn't know you were in the picture. So I saw the picture and I glanced at it. But I thought it was Krista. So I saw you, and I just didn't know you were there at all, and I was like, whoa, Ronnie. Darren and Ronnie are starting to look a lot alike. And then I zoomed in and saw you were moving.
You thought Darren was me.
Yes.
Now you, okay, so you do not think.
Did you get it when I told you? Did you understand it?
I still don't.
I got it covered. I did.
She thought you were me.
I got it.
She thought you were
Thank
me, and
you,
she went, oh,
Judy.
no, Darren was like, oh, you didn't see me. Right. At first she didn't see
Did you
you.
get
She
it?
thought you were Jennifer. Because she thought it was you and Krista. She thought one of us was a girl. I got it. It really is.
Thanks, Judy.
Oh, good ball.
Oh,
There it goes.
come on.
Oh, hey! In the yeah!
There it is.
Woo! 2 hands up in the chest will get you just about every time. Right in front of the ref.
I'm thinking I'd go home and burn the fire because I wasn't in
For you? My man. Wait. Shank. That's what it's Raul's kid, right?
Rowley.
It's Raul's kid.
Yes, and mine, he makes it.
Look! Oh, goal.
Go!
Yeah!
Goal scored.
Nice job, boys! Good job, TV.
Goal scored by number 13, Tanner Redstring.
Good, how are you?
Missed the ball if I turn around.
Power play. Power play.
Hey Lisa. What? I did. Did you? Yeah, you guys did. Did you get socks? No, did you? Yes. You did. Were they out of them?
On the field for the Mavericks, number 2, Caden Wade. Number 8, Garrett Petty. Number 14.
Raul probably will let you have them.
Oh, it's okay.
I'm pretty not. I just always get something for the boys.
I did ask about the CD.
Right, he's called
The
foul, right?
antibodies.
Number 23, Peyton Wilson.
The what?
To donate for babies.
Not much advantage down there in the right corner.
Looked it up and she said yes, and I do have it.
Yeah.
And so she said, do you want to donate for babies? And I said yes. So when you go in, you need to tell them
That I want to?
that you want
I think I
to.
do.
Huh?
I think I do because I've gotten a letter for it.
But you have to tell them when you go in because it's separate. It's just two days. It's different.
Oh, come on. Yeah, I will.
When I was there, he said you have to tell them.
Also on the field for the Mavericks, number 14, Zach Howard.
Said that they were. They also said that they were. You do or don't? Because people want to know if they tested.
Not indoor.
Oh, that's what they're checking for?
Yeah, and you have, if you have the antibodies, that means
Not
at some
indoor.
point in time you've had some version of it, and so your body has built up an immunity for it. So they,
Well, like
so
last
people who
time
have
we
who
checked.
can't get tested or whatever, then they can donate blood and get it. So by doing Hi. Hello, darling. How are you? Hi. Hi. Hey, have you found out about
There's like, oh, well, you can still spread it. I'm like,
Oh, wow.
no, he hasn't. But yeah, now it's like that means
Hard
we've all
though.
had
He
it,
was just
right?
there.
I mean, I don't know, but
Probably not. If I have the antibodies, we all have to do. Did you get the test? I'm positive.
how'd you get it back? Does it come on your app or you get
The app. It comes on your app.
So it'll just pop up on your app?
Yeah, so
Because I just did today, so.
Ooh, what a ball.
Oh.
so there it says COVID
Oh, it must
antibody
pop up
test.
there, okay. Okay. Not every, you don't want every test to be positive. Yeah, that would be.
And I should because I'll have O negative. That's really why I wanted to get that.
Oh, man.
Oh, somebody. Oh, that was pretty. Good job, Landon.
Oh, it's a good ball.
No.
Right here.
You want to sit on the blanket? You want to sit there?
Oh!
Good job, Marcos. Nice pass. Nice pass. Good move.
On the field for the Salthawks, number 10, Eric Mendoza. Number 19, Bobby Garland.
I took it off and I was like, I'm kind of cold. It's like us having a scar. I know, it's a pain to get it around your head with the hat.
doesn't matter. The acting's so bad, but it's still so good.
I know. Yeah, because I
That's where I'm at. Exactly. Oh yeah, he's pretty good.
For the Seahawks, number 7, Wyatt Johnson.
How much water can you just drink?
Yeah, I don't have
Oh, what a ball! Go!
Good try, good try.
Good work, Black!
I'm gonna move so I can get the umbrella over there.
Okay, do you need the umbrella?
I got one. If I put it in, yeah, but if I put it in here,
Yeah.
it's kind of.
so different.
You might even be able to ask if you can go inside. Because there's a kid from Hutch that told me he's going to be his videos from inside. You want to go up there and ask if you can go right inside? Inside,
Yeah.
It's just crazy to think that these dumbbells were just sitting in the store. Now
Yeah.
they can't keep up.
We were looking for toilet paper in the front room. I think the same thing in something great. I went to Dollar General around the way to my husband's work. And it was like 2 per customer. So I said, well, can my son buy 2? She's like, well, does he live in the same house? I'm like, well, he lives with his dad. No, I'm lying. No, here's my credit card. This is mine.
Yeah, so here you go. I'll have, yeah.
I'm like, wait, this is dad. I didn't tell you yours, dad.
What's another weird one that was kind of surprised me? Condensed soup?
Really?
We can't, or is cream of chicken? We can't find, like, we can't find cream of chicken hardly anywhere. But they also have a limit on condensed soup. I'm sure
Where were we the other day?
all that.
I think it was
Ooh.
like mac and cheese was.
Let me just name it.
Calling Robin Snoozer Mobile.
Our, don't tell anybody. Our, little secret is Krause's college.
Oh. Yeah, tell paper.
Not, generally, it's not the ones they use.
$1.
RV section.
All right, I'll come get it at halftime here in about 8 minutes. So, all right. Thank you. Bye.
5-17.
On the field for the Sawhawks, number 17, Chris Smith. For the Mavericks, number 5. Number 5, Ethan Turner. Number 17, Gavin Bowman.
Throwing all these players in. I'm like, where's the CF5 over here? So who was that? That was Ethan Turner got in, and then Zach Howard got in. What were you saying? You should check what?
Sometimes like in the RV section for toilet paper.
Like Menards or what?
Like Walmart and stuff. I don't want people being toilet paper.
Oh, like outdoors?
Yeah.
We didn't have any issues finding toilet paper. I saw that they were empty. I just told Jim. Jen, you're no room to be picky.
Yeah.
Oh, so speaking of when we moved in, I forgot to tell you this. When we first moved in, it was 4th of July
There's my
weekend.
daughter's one. He didn't mind. Look, he was happy. Oh, I love it.
But we moved in, and then 4th of July weekend, my neighbor, I guess, took a bath. And then,
Above you?
no, duplex, yeah. So she's right beside us, we share like drainage or whatever. So water backed up into her apartment, or into her duplex. Thank God we didn't have any issues. Well, so the guy came out, so I felt so bad for her, and I just felt grateful. Well, we got the plumber out there, and he's like, well, you guys don't use Charmin, do you? Yeah, legit, I get Charmin. I mean, what about those wipes? Those are not flushable, you know. Well, hey! Come to find out, he rings my doorbell. Come here, I want you to come look at this. This is what the reason why you guys are, backing up, which we didn't back up, thank God. We just, but anyways, when they put the energy meter in the ground, it went straight through that pipe.
Oh, before you dig?
So yeah, it was like, I couldn't believe it.
Goal score by number 9, Raul Gerhardes.
I first moved to Wichita, I lived in an apartment. I was on the bottom floor, and the guy above me took, I guess was going to take a bath or something, and fell asleep and flooded. Like overflowed.
Sucks. We had somebody who...
On the field for the Sawhawks, number 13, Trey England. For the Mavericks, number 11, Landon Eskridge.
Actually, it wasn't when I lived there. I did eventually live there, but I was dating a girl in college, and we were just hanging out at her apartment, working on homework or whatever. That's a good call. But anyway, so I guess all of a sudden it's freezing cold out. I know what I'm saying, 20 degrees out. The fire alarm goes off. I'm like, are you serious? We're gonna go outside. So we went outside. Come to find out there's somebody who left the country. Well, it had been freezing cold for weeks. His pipes burst. And you could see the water trickling down. I was like, oh my God, that sucks. That's why you get witness. You know, all this stuff was drenched. Yeah, so when we first moved in, we lived there for 4 days. We had to take the walk of shame down to Unit 101. Dude, it's the rest of it. We could, number 1, but number 2, walk of shame.
So Maize doesn't play it all Thursday night?
Yeah. They're over at Valley.
Is it now the joint invitational?
No.
I see.
Tell them you guys can alternate every year?
I think it would be great if somebody else.
Yeah. It's tradition, man. It's sports. Just can't break tradition. Hey, so is this Chiefs running back pretty good?
Yes. Well, really good since Damien Wings isn't gonna play. So I mean, he just like thrust into the limelight.
I was gonna say, like, you don't think he's. You don't think he's. You think he's ready? You think he'll split with? Was it Daryl?
Yeah, I think he'll be okay. I don't think he's gonna be like 20 touchdowns.
I mean, if Todd Gurley can do it. I always look at like the differences, like, you know, Derrick Henry I thought should have been starting well before.
Yeah.
Sometimes those which he's huge, but sometimes those big workhorse runners, they need a little bit, you know, they need more touches to get going, but whenever they have to mark on Murray.
What time do you guys get out on Wednesdays?
Huh?
What time do you guys get out on Wednesdays?
2 o'clock.
I put my kid out at 1:30 to get him switched.
Which is stupid because normally on Wednesdays we won't be in school, at least for now. So I don't understand why we're doing an early release day.
You have a seminar at the end of the day, don't you? Or
Well, that's what they normally do is for early release day, they take away. Is that the same for you guys?
No.
So,
So we have that. So they made classes shorter tomorrow. Which I didn't even think about. But yeah, we need to meet with our encore tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's getting all wet and foggy and
Yeah, no, it's much better in here.
thank you.
I question a lot of things, but you know what? I don't get paid to make this. Just take a look. Is he in any? Oh, handball.
let's just call it.
It looked like a handball, but
They can't see that down there, they're not that close.
if you do this,
What
that's
do
good.
you say?
Even he made it kind of gesture like he'd be out of them. You can protect your chest on this.
1 minute remaining.
My mom's coming to town for a doctor's appointment and I haven't seen her in like a couple weeks.
Oh, I saw my mom for the first time in 6 months.
Oh my god.
Actually, no, it'd be 8 months. I haven't seen her since Christmas. It's crazy.
She live in Dodge.
Because I normally, Christmas, I used to be mad all the time. See her for Christmas, and normally I go back home around May.
You don't go home that often to go see your your mom.
No.
You're a terrible son.
Why?
Cause it's your mom.
When am I going to go back? On staff that was there the year before, so we're like, everybody was like, it has to be true. I didn't have a problem with him. I thought he.
He was over here one year and it was
I mean,
crazy.
he's
because,
funny.
Like the night before, it was like,
Because it was Court Anthony, right?
he was AD here.
Yeah.
We were working, I was working the gate one night and he's like, you know, I'm gonna make all these changes, all these blah, 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 blah. And the next morning he sends out an email that he's leaving. It's like, what the heck? You know, you had all
How long was
these
the AD
good
though?
changes. I think he was only here a year.
You probably saw what, I mean, you know that it's going to take time to get as an AD.
Yeah.
I think for high school compared to middle school.
I mean, look at the hours wish Curtis was. Curtis can't. He can never be home.
Yeah, he has to be.
He's here 24/7.
It's like. Really get off is Wednesday.
Yeah.
Because Wednesday usually. You don't usually have written competitions on Wednesday. I don't.
No, I look at the hours I put in. It's like, oh god, I just want to go home for a little bit. Like tonight, I'll go home, pack my lunch, get my bag ready for tomorrow.
Good bet.
I go down. Yeah, I gotta get my son ready for his first day of school tomorrow.
Yeah, that's true. I'm seriously jonesing to play my Tony Hawk game, but Jim will let us. I keep kind of like, Jim, we just spent an entire quarantine together.
Did she work or she work from home or what?
Well, she works at a hospital.
Uh-huh.
So like she's been working on finishing her respiratory therapy, which she's done now. So she's a certified, but I think she'll become registered after. She has another board test to do. But she passed her first one, so she's certified. So they bumped her up from $10 an hour to $23 an hour.
Wow.
I think you ought to go back. It's a 2-year program.
I really do. I really like my job.
I know.
If I
And
made,
you're good.
if I made more money, then that would be awesome. But they just.
It just sucks that they don't. I mean, that's like. I mean, like you said, that's when you get your funding. Like the school gets the funding from the state based on. Yeah, that's crazy.
When I take my daycare, it's become what it is.
Yeah.
But I was.
You probably had to pay more taxes, maybe.
No. I was miserable. I hated it. I mean, it's not that I hated it. You were like a prisoner in your own home. But I like what I do. I like the kids. I like the extra duty gig. You know, I get paid, plus I still get to sit here and,
Socialize.
yeah, you know, watch the kids play. And, you know, the extra sometimes I'll watch it. Christmas time's nice.
Yeah. You know what I was thinking? I was like, okay, so if we're frozen, are we gonna get our $500 bonus? Did you get that? You know, back it was like my first year.
Oh, yeah.
So because our pay scales were frozen, we got a bonus.
Yes,
But I doubt we're gonna get that.
That's a one-time payment, it's not a continual payment, you know. I
No,
doubt-
yeah, it's just a $500 at the holiday. It's like a little bonus.
I doubt we get anything, but I really don't.
I mean, that's kind of an important job. We're actually gonna save money, I think, in the long run, right? Because we're gonna be paying our own
I know.
employees.
What does a pair make, $9 an hour? I mean, yeah, I wouldn't take $9 an hour to be in someone's costumes doing some of this.
I think they have to make at least 11. I wonder too. Yeah, that's a good point.
And they're supposed to remember every kid, every situation, every kid. You know, like you come and tell me a kid, hey, do you know so-and-so?
That's
You
a
know,
little scary.
Like right now, I have 1,100 kids I have to worry about.
That's wrong.
You can come tell me one kid. I have to Does that make sense?
10. It doesn't. It's back on there.
Cold, sorry.
Well, now that you open the other side, which is it's fine. I just want to have at least a little.
If you're cold, you can turn the heater on in that one.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm playing it warm.
Yeah.
I even took my coat off.
But she has to keep this open so she can hear the whistle, so I get a little chilly, and I think it's
Yeah.
a smart idea to wear
And I don't want
shorts.
to close it because then he'll blow the whistle and I won't hear it, and then everybody will be yelling at me to stop the clock.
No,
I
my
try-
wife.
I try to keep that down to minimum by the time they yell at me.
Yeah.
Well, my wife doesn't like me very much like right now because I went at halftime. So I had to take my coat off. It's kind of warm there.
Man, it's hot up here.
But it was her idea. She's like, I bet you can go up there and let you film from out there because the camera kept getting wet.
Yeah.
Sometimes they have it so cold up here that it's like freeze out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I just kept getting fogged up and wet and just couldn't keep it up. And
We're usually pretty well behaved in here.
Most of the time.
most of the time.
So we
No, you guys are pretty mild compared to down there.
we watched Breaking Bad that whole season.
Like the whole series?
The whole series,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
We watched all that.
It's good.
I kind of got bored with it. I was a little over some of it.
It just gets a little bit redundant.
Yeah. Okay, I know what it is. What did
You have to take a break. That's me. I can't even watch a series anymore for anything.
Okay, here's a series.
I will watch The Boys. The new Boys. The Boys came out.
Here's a series you have to watch. I think it's called Down Under with Zac Efron.
See, it looks a little cheesy.
No, it's educational. Because I was like, oh my
But
gosh.
it's like for adults. Like,
Yeah, I mean, you're an adult.
yeah.
But like, he goes to, where did he go? I learned, not a whole lot, but I
It's got a
learned,
lot of cultural
yes,
aspects.
like, okay, have you ever heard of the Sanitarians? Do you know what that is? It's like areas where people have lived in the 1800s. They call it the blue area, the blue group, whatever.
Right.
Well, do you know why it's called blue group? Because when the guy went and started taking account, all he had was a blue marker. So called blue group. He went around to get all the ages of all these like residents or whatever.
So the people that live there call them the blue
They're
group?
called, yeah, it's called the Sanitarians area, the blue group.
Right.
And then
So they're trying to figure out why, like what,
like what's their
what's their
hidden
secret?
yeah.
So what was it?
It was like they went for walks every day, they exercised. Then there was another one. Why is my, I don't know.
Let me guess, no carbs?
No, they ate their pasta.
Huh?
Uh,
Did you ever watch that, the Magic Pill?
no.
It was about low carb diet. So, well, it's about it's essentially about keto diet. So they had some kids with was it epilepsy?
Okay, it's called Down to Earth.
Down to earth. Yeah, that was what it was.
So he goes to France. I think it was France where they studied the water. And they talk about like when you buy bottled water, what kinds you should buy because you need a little, like you shouldn't buy purified water.
Right.
You need water with minerals and
The charcoal water.
yeah, like some of that stuff was educational. Where else did he go? I think it was Costa Rica. Like a banana plant. If a banana plant produces bananas, you have to cut off the top or it won't grow again. It won't produce more. You cut it off. So some of it was really, it was pretty educational. I think we went through it all in like 3 days,
Right.
3 nights.
It's like one season. Right.
Yeah.
I like Zac Efron. I've thought about
It was-
watching it.
It really gave you a different perception of him, you know?
Right.
Because he talks about how he wants to leave Hollywood, how he's kind of just over it all. It was just, yeah, it was, if you get a chance to watch, it's pretty good.
I like Zac
I
Efron.
was shocked. What else did we watch? We started watching,
Was he in High School Musical?
what was one consequence?
I'm trying to think. I've seen. There's a series I watched recently.
I don't watch a whole lot of TV. I'm really not.
Come on.
My husband usually like flipping through channels.
We don't even. We used to do that a lot. Like flipping through channel. I hate that nowadays. I prefer just to watch series. Like I'll tell Jen. Like, oh, I did watch Snowfall. Snowfall was great. Great.
On the field for the Sawhawks, number 8, Sergio Gallegos.
Snowfall is good. It takes place like late 70s, early 80s, like around the. I think it's the beginning of the crack epidemic.
I still haven't even finished Narcos.
Yeah, I
tell you what, it was. Oh, we watched Ozarks.
I couldn't finish it.
Why?
It's the same thing every season.
It gives me. I used to only be able to handle like one episode a night because it would give me like anxiety.
Really?
I tell you what, I was watching Narcos, and there was times where. Oh my God, this guy.
Yeah.
You know, like, okay, one episode that I remember is where he drowns that guy. He's so upset in the water.
I've
And
been
I was
watching.
like, ugh.
I've been watching. Have you seen Sons of Anarchy?
I've seen like previews of it or whatever, but I've never watched it.
I love the actors that are in it. So I watched the whole thing. It was so good. I think you would like that better than Breaking Bad, to be honest.
I think I've watched every episode of Dateline and Forensics Files.
Are you
I mean,
serious?
Forensics Files are pretty old, yeah. I don't know, I just. And sometimes.
You like documentaries?
Kinda. And sometimes I don't have the patience to wait to see who did it, and I'll like Google it.
Are you serious?
Like, who killed Tiffany Riedel? Because I just can't wait.
No, but what about you need to check out some of those Netflix documentaries like The Keepers. Is a really good one. The Keepers is like it's about this teacher. She's like what do they call it? I don't know what they're called. Not in training or whatever.
Her sister?
She's like, but she's not a nun yet.
No.
And so, but she's teaching at this Catholic school. All of a sudden, she gets murdered. It's like what?
Huh.
Well, you know, and this is in the first episode, so I'm not like giving away a whole lot. But they come to find out that she had uncovered some secrets at the church and
Oh no.
gone higher up, so that people are questioning.
Oh,
we got no, that one's good. The Staircase is good.
The Staircase. Oh, was that when that writer killed his wife? I watched that one.
That was good.
Okay, so that goes into a lot more detail than Dateline did. I never knew he was gay.
You know, have you seen, what's the one in Plain Sight? Isn't that what it's called? It's like this, so this guy, it's oh my God, this guy's flying, bro. It's literally sickening. It's like, this guy moves into the neighborhood and, no, is it hidden? Let me see.
What is my Netflix login?
Abducted in plain. Abducted in plain sight. It's so absurd, but it's true. So Abducted in Plain Sight is about, it's an old family friend that apparently these parents thought it would be okay. Should I sell it? No. Parents thought it would be okay
Yeah, but I'm not home.
that their neighbor that was recently divorced, thought it would be okay that he would stay the night with their like 10 or 11-year-old daughter. Right? So like that's okay, right? Disgusting. No, but so he's going through divorce. So not only is he had his friend, the father, hang out. Just to help out his friend. And so this guy's super manipulative, and so that guy would also let him sleep with his daughter in the room.
Oh my goodness.
10 years old, or 12 years old, not that it matters. It's disgusting. And then he also had an affair with the mom.
Oh my.
Yeah, so and so basically he kidnaps her and takes her down to Mexico to marry her. Yeah.
The daughter?
Yes,
Oh my gosh.
it's absurd. Yeah, that one's a good one. It's just absurd completely that people would allow that. I think the parents should be rest of them.
Oh, they should be cool. Did you watch? Oh, come on! Unsolved Mysteries.
Yes, there's one in Missouri, one in Kansas, right?
Yes.
13. I think those were good.
Yeah.
What's another one I saw? It was one that was like the confession tapes. Have you heard that one? That was also good. It's about people who confessed to murders or crimes.
They didn't do it, or?
That didn't do it. So like, for example, like one of them, the guy was he was being investigated for like almost over 24 hours straight. Like, it was like 36 hours, it was something crazy. 48 hours. It's like, he hadn't slept in like 4 days.
Wow.
And then there's also some people who have low IQ that like, there's about to be a lot of.
On the field for the Sawhawks, number 13, Trey England.
Whole team coming in. I gotta get my team ready. GB or something. What was the other one? It was like the disappearance of Emily McCann. Did you see that one? That one was strange. Like, they went on a holiday in Portugal.
Oh, is that the one with the little girl's she's got a mark on her eye that's like different?
No, so this,
Oh, okay.
she just disappeared. They were in Portugal with a couple of different families, and so they would they get the kids, give them dinner or whatever, and then they would just go down, they would just go to bed, and so then the parents would go out and they would have drinks and dinner. So they would take turns to go check on the kids, like every 15 minutes go check on the kids. Like everybody would take a turn, go check on the kids. All of a sudden one of them goes missing. And they're from England. And
What's the name?
that was Disappearance of Emily McCann. It was like a huge, like a media.
Emily McCann or somebody else?
Maybe it was Emily McCann. That was Emily McCann.
No, that was that Natalie McCann. She had like an eye that was different.
Yeah, I think that is right. Madeline McCann.
Madeline McCann, yeah.
Madeline, yeah.
She had like some little black mark or something in her eye.
Right.
I think the parents are calling that.
That's what like it's crazy that they tried to portray how they tried to portray themselves, as the victims, So did you watch that one?
No, I haven't. Why is this password not working? I haven't seen it, but I watched the news a lot when it
Was going on?
first happened.
Yeah. Did you see what's the movie? It's literally the guy's name, and it's the one with the bombing.
This work. Oh,
Goal scored by number 9, Raul Gurjardes.
They had the bombing.
yes, we watched it. It was kind of sad.
I liked it, but it was sad. But it had a lot of moments where you're just kind of like smiling, like. Did you remember that part?
I thought it was very slow.
It was slow.
It was
It
like
was good though.
stretched
Now,
out.
did you ever see The Night Of? Like I told you?
No.
Oh my gosh, look at this.
Holy moly! Just like
Give me a
you have a
chance.
whole team change.
guys. I'm gonna try and get you all 5. 23.
Now on the field for the Mavericks, number 15, Tatum Steinoff. Number 8, Garrett Petty. Number 7, Braden Parker. Number 25, Gavin Popacek. Number 17, Gavin Bowman. Number 12, Nick Amos. Number 5, Ethan Turner. Number 23, Peyton Wilson. Number 30, Zach Dyer.
Did I forget anyone? Gavin Popacek.
I got Papa check.
It's all me, Popacek.
No.
And I would always tell Kevin, because I thought it was Popacek too. He's like, oh, it's Popacek. Yeah, that's what I would think too, Popacek. We also always say basketball. It's like, which actually, we had a talk with him at the beginning of the year. Like, he was like, I think he showed up like, which he was, no, he was in my B team. He showed up like 15 minutes.
Goal scored by number 9, Raul Gerhardes.
I thought they took him off.
I love it how you announce it.
Yeah. Well, with all the change in all those players, I thought they took him out.
Well, and sometimes I was tracking. He doesn't have the bright cleats anymore.
Yeah.
So, you know, he is darker now, so he's so black. I have a hard
Yeah.
time keeping up with him.
Yeah.
Usually, the dark cleats or the
I know.
the bright cleats is what gives him away.
Yeah, I wish I could get into goal, but Curtis won't let me.
Oh, he won't.
He says it's cliche. I used to do it liberal when I did soccer down there. She get real into it, but he tries to stay away from like cliche, like. And plus, it's also kind of like one of those things like where it shows technically favoritism, which we're not supposed to, but
We do.
I mean it's hard not to. I'm a little biased, you know. Kind of a maverick.
Finally got a picture of my son's shoes, and this is what he sends me.
The top. Are those his like everyday shoes?
His school
They look
shoes.
slick.
Yeah. This is what I get.
Yeah, the top.
Oh, kid.
Oh, that might be. Oh, that's actually nice. Whoa!
And you ain't give me time to tweak the third one.
I know. Well, I saw the big rotation. I thought, oh, we're pulling everybody out.
We're at 5, right?
Raul's still there.
Okay.
You got 4.
Yeah, 4. Who else had the other goal?
Bester.
Bester.
Get a
Another one
picture
right
of the
here.
side.
I'll just retweet theirs. Makes it easier.
I should be done in I should be home in like 25 minutes. All right? All right.
So Billy Donovan's not returning?
Is that on your phone? I'll show you when I get home.
Sad.
Love you. Bye.
Why not?
I mean, he's been the coach there for.
Time to part ways.
Yeah, I think it is. It's unfortunate.
Remember when he was in Florida?
Yeah, Florida. He was good, man.
Yeah, I was like,
How many championships did he win out there? Was it just the one, or
I thought, did he go back to
2 or 3? Or yeah, he had Joakim Noah, right?
Yeah.
And who else there was real good? Let me see. So the Waj says Oklahoma City coach Billy Donovan won't be returning. Donovan's contract expired at the end of the season, and the sides have decided against pursuing an extension.
Did you make your lunch? Okay. Alright. Love you. Bye.
Yeah, this is what John Hamm. This is the guy from Mad Men.
So I was just getting ready to say.
John Hamm, right? No, I think it's a different John Hamm. He's a radio guy. He said all season long, I've been saying that the question to consider was whether or not Billy Donovan wanted to return to OKC. It was never a one-sided decision or a failure on someone's part to not extend him. Timing feels right for both to go their separate ways. So do you think he goes and coaches another NBA team?
Yes. Unless he wants to go back to college. I would think the NBA gig's a lot easier than
You told me to
college.
stop it. Somebody got a card.
I would
Who's
guess.
23 got a card?
Huh?
Who's 23?
Hey,
Got a card. Did you know there's more than one person playing? Yeah.
Howdy.
Alright.
We can take the trash down when we're done, Luke.
Oh, yes, it's alright. Are you done with the drive?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
There was a guy that got arrested with Hayes. I think it was Hayes or Russell for drugs or something, or burglary. Drugs or burglary, I don't know. There was a guy, Russell, or I think it was Hayes.
And Russell?
I think it was Chris Clay. I think it was Hayes.
Yeah.
Spelled exactly like
Did we vouch for Curtis that he was here, or did you say, man, we hadn't seen him for like a couple days?
He's been MIA.
Yeah. He just comes in, turns his light on, makes people think he's here.
Dips out.
Yeah.
I see that all the time with a lot of these kids. A lot of times in liberal, but I see it every once in a while here. I'm like, oh hey, I knew this kid.
Well, like right now we have, what, 2 Gavin Bowmans?
yeah.
And we have 2 Aiden McDonald's.
I have one of those. One of those eggs.
It's like you're trying to do something, you're like, okay, do I need the...
Wait, which one? Junior. Sophomore. Who we got? Peyton.
See how many kids he is. I think it's like
On the field for the Mavericks, number 23, Peyton Wilson.
It's so crazy the way it's just missed.
Yeah, that started spring pretty good like down there.
Just blowing sideways.
So do we use all our snow days?
So we don't have any snow days?
So will they just do remote days?
Probably. I think we'll probably try to do it one day. What you want to add more days on here?
No, I'm already cutting into June.
So if I'm off celebrating because it's snowing,
You better be there for class that morning.
well,
If you're out shoveling your drive, you better make sure you're in there by 7:15.
yeah. No, I was just talking that, maybe we might have a snow day.
So I basically got to make sure that I have everything assigned online before I go out and celebrate.